If you're over 50 and your energy isn't what it used to be, you've probably been told the same thing I was. It's normal. It's just aging. But that's not actually true. Some people fade in their 50s. Others are out hiking mountains in their 70s. Same age, completely different energy. And the difference comes down to those tiny engines inside your cells, your mitochondria, and how well they're still running. Here's the good news, and the whole reason you're here. You can turbocharge them. You can rebuild them at 50, 60, even 70. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how. The specific things that actually work, and just as important, the popular ones that are quietly wasting your money. Because here at Ageless Coach, that's what we do. We dig through what the Mayo Clinic, the NIH, and the top aging researchers have actually published and studied, and we turn it into plain English. And some of what I've found surprised me. A few of the most hyped fixes barely do anything. And one of the most powerful ones is completely free. But first, let's be clear about what these little engines actually are. Because once you can picture it, everything else clicks into place. Inside almost every cell in your body sits a set of microscopic power plants called mitochondria. Their entire job is to take the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe and turn it into a tiny molecule of usable energy called ATP. Every heartbeat, every thought, every step you take up the stairs is powered by them. When they're running well, you feel it. And when they're not, you feel that too. And the scale of this is honestly staggering. Your body makes and burns through roughly its own body weight in that energy molecule every single day. A cell that needs a lot of power, like a muscle cell in your heart, can hold thousands of these engines at once, all firing together. And here's the strangest part. Mitochondria carry their own separate DNA, and you inherited every one of yours from your mother. Scientists believe they began as ancient bacteria that moved into our cells billions of years ago and simply never left. So, when we talk about turbocharging them, we're talking about tuning up machinery that is, in a very real sense, alive. And keep one thing in the back of your mind as we go. 4 of these are things you eat or things you do. But the 5th has nothing to do with food or supplements or even exercise. It's something almost nobody connects to their energy, and when I found the research on it, it honestly stopped me cold. We'll get there. But it only makes sense once you've seen the rest first. So, let's start with the very first thing your mitochondria are starving for. It's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Number 1. Magnesium. Think of magnesium as the switch that lets your cells make energy at all. Without enough of it, the whole production line stalls before it even starts. And here's the problem. A huge number of people over 50 are quietly running low, because the foods richest in it, the leafy greens, the nuts, the beans, are exactly the ones we tend to eat less of as we get older. This one isn't hype. It's proven. It's in every biochemistry textbook. But magnesium only flips the switch. It can't run the line by itself. So, what actually keeps that line running once it's on? Number 2. B vitamins. And here's where the supplement industry has it completely backwards. You don't need a $60 pill. Your body builds its own energy carrier, a molecule called NAD, straight from the B vitamins in ordinary food. Eggs, fish, whole grains, leafy greens. Feed it the raw material, and it makes exactly what it needs. For pennies. The evidence here is strong, with one honest catch. It only helps if you are actually low to begin with, which, again, a lot of older adults are. Now stop for a second, because this is where most people go wrong. When your energy drops, the instinct is to reach for a pill. CoQ10, NMN. the fancy NAD boosters with the $90 price tag. And honestly, I wanted those to work. But when I read the actual human studies, the truth was uncomfortable. They move a number in a lab, sure, but for a healthy person, the real-world energy bump is small to none. The biggest improvements in the research almost never came from a supplement at all. That's the honest grade, and it's the whole reason I made this video. So, if it isn't a pill, what is it? Number 3 is something you do 3 times a day without ever realizing it. You're probably overfeeding them. Every time you eat more than your body needs in one sitting, you flood those little engines with more fuel than they can burn. Researchers at Columbia found that when that happens, the mitochondria actually fragment. They break into smaller, weaker pieces just to cope. So, the fix here isn't a supplement, and it's completely free. Eat to about 80% full. Give them a load they can actually handle. The mechanism is strong, and it costs you nothing. But if overeating quietly damages them, is there a food that does the opposite? One that makes each engine run cleaner? There is. And it's probably already in your fridge. Number 4. Beets and leafy greens. They're loaded with natural nitrates, and nitrates help your mitochondria squeeze more energy out of every breath of oxygen you take. One study in the journal Cell Metabolism found it improved their efficiency by around 19%. I'll be straight with you. This one is early, but promising. It's not a miracle, but it's a real effect from real food with zero downside. Now we've covered 4 things you can eat, but in just a minute I'm going to show you the single most powerful thing on this entire list. It's not a food, and in one Mayo Clinic study it raised mitochondrial capacity in people in their 70s by 69%. 69. But before that, remember that 5th thing I told you to keep in the back of your mind? The one that has nothing to do with food, supplements, or exercise? It's next. And it's the part of all this that surprised me the most. Number 5. Your mood. This is the one. The one I told you to keep in the back of your mind. The one that stopped me cold. And I'll be honest, I almost didn't believe it myself. Researchers have found that chronic stress and a low mood are tied to measurably weaker mitochondrial function. The same little engines that power your muscles seem to be sensitive to how you feel. When you're worn down emotionally, they appear to run down right along with you. I want to grade this one honestly. It's early, and it's associative, so I won't oversell it. We can't yet say one directly causes the other. But the link is real enough that I'd never tell you to ignore it. Your energy was never only physical. So those are the 5 inputs. But I promised you the most powerful one, and it isn't on the list, because it isn't something you swallow. It's movement. Remember that Mayo study, the 69%? That came from exercise, and not punishing, hour-long workouts either. The combination that works best is simple. Something that gets you a little out of breath a few times a week, plus a bit of resistance. Lifting, bands, even just your own body weight. The endurance part tells your body to build more mitochondria. The resistance part makes the ones you already have stronger. Put them together, and it's the closest thing to an off switch for that afternoon wall that actually exists. It's free, it's available to you at any age, and it's more powerful than anything on a supplement shelf. Now here's why this matters more than a number on a chart. Low energy doesn't just mean feeling tired. It means saying no to the trip, putting off the walk, skipping the time with people you love because you just don't have it in you. It means watching your world quietly get smaller. That's the real cost. And it's exactly what you're taking back. So don't try to do all 5 inputs and a workout plan by tomorrow morning. That's how people quit by Thursday. Start with 1. Magnesium-rich food on your plate tonight. A 10-minute walk after dinner. stopping at 80% full instead of stuffed. Because here's the part I really want you to hold on to. Your mitochondria aren't a battery that only drains. They're more like a muscle. They respond to how you live, which means the energy you had 10 years ago may not be gone. It may just be waiting for the right signal. And that signal is far more under your control than anyone ever told you. And I've made it as easy as I possibly can to start sending that signal today. I took everything in this video and turned it into one simple written action plan over at Ageless Coach. It's in the link right at the top of the description below, or you can go straight to agelesscoach.com/energy. Either way, it drops you right into the part I call the coach's recommendations. That's 3 specific steps. Not a vague, eat better and move more, but the exact first 3 moves to start turbocharging your mitochondria this week, written in plain English, for your age. Recommendation number 1 is something you can do tonight, before you even go to bed. And every word of it comes straight from what the Mayo Clinic, the Cleveland Clinic, and the NIH have actually published. In addition to the 3 common-sense steps, feel free to read the extensive article and clinical information provided on mitochondrial health. And it's completely free. No credit card, no catch, no $90 pills. It's just sitting there waiting for you right now. Free. And while you're here, do me one quick favor. If this gave you a clearer, more honest picture of what's really going on inside your body, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free, and it's the best way to make sure videos like this one, real science with none of the hype, keep showing up for you every single week. It was your body asking you for something, and now you finally know how to answer it. So tap the link below in the description. Start with recommendation number 1, and let's turbocharge those mitochondria together, starting today. Thank you for joining us in this video, and we hope it provided insights to improve your health. We will see you in our next one.